It's that time of the year where there's a lot of buying and selling, and if there's any place where the buyers and sellers are never in short supply, that is the Malta market in Lagos. In terms of trade volume, the market is arguably the largest food market in the country. On this episode of the program, we're exploring the trading system and this structure in the market. Welcome to Community Report. I am Dari Ido.
Malta International Market serves as a primary source for affordable food items for millions of Lagos residents and even beyond.
Brother, how are you? Compliment of the season. How are you doing?
Thank you very much.
Well done. How are you doing?
Good to see you, sir.
You're welcome to Malta International Market.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The chairman of the market is our lead into the big trading arena.
Let's go to onion section.
There are different sections and we are starting off the day hoping to cover all.
How big is it?
Very big. It's very, very big.
So is it just the onions?
No, we've got, we have several sections in the market.
Okay.
Every section is what they sell there. Every section is what they sell in that section.
Our first stop is the onion section. We walk through the ever-busy market amid cheers and salutations.
The chairman of the section. Is the chairman of this section, yes.
Aside the chairman, every section has its leadership.
We saw them offloading earlier. Are those onions for different sellers?
Yeah, there are different vendors.
Okay.
There are different vendors. A lot of different vendors in the market that are registered with onion sections. So that the reason why the register is you can't just come and do business anyhow. Somebody you can vouch for. Somebody they can vouch for. They say, okay, if you give your goods to this person, the person will not abscond. That's the meaning of registration, just not for anything. Yes.
I see that. So what it means is that there's a structure.
There's structure in place, yes. Okay. In the market, we have about 21 sections of different varieties. And all those sections have their heads. Like Elijah Audu is the chairman of onion section. He has other members of ESCOs in his own cabinet. The vice chairman, the secretary, treasurer, So also other sections like tomato section, we have this one too. But the apex body of the market, I'm the chairman of the apex body of the chairman, that if there's anything that is far difficult for them to handle, they'll come to the head office, we resolve it for them.
So can you talk us through the relationship among the vendors, especially where we are at the moment, this particular section?
Yeah.
Of course, you would have different tribes, the Yorubas, the Igbos, the Hausas, all trading in one space.
Yes. They are relatively, the law is, once there is law and order, I think the language is just one. The language is law and order. You know what you do that is wrong, you know what you do that is right. So it's a free business, a free activities that everybody will do his own business. But the moment you violate, the section, they know you have violated, and you too know that you have violated the section. So of course they will deal with you. For instance, let me give you an instance. During environmental sanitation, we have to meet you, sweeping the market. You have to make sure that you tidy your place, you make it very, very good. And of course, also one of their law here is that you shouldn't sell markets for any other person and also apprehend the money, sell. When the owner of the goods come and asks you, where's my money? And of course, you said, no, I don't have money. Yes, there's credit. Okay, I sell for credit, but in 7 days' time, the woman will bring the money for me. When it's 7 days, you have to provide the money. I mean, that is what makes Malta a better place, because we don't allow anybody to cheat anyone.
This section is big and buzzing. The demand for tomato is high, and this is where you can get them in bulk. With this high demand comes the burden of likely wastages of this perishable commodity. Nigeria's demand for fresh tomato, according to the Agriculture Promotion Policy, is estimated at about 2.2 million metric tons per annum, and the country produces only about 1.5 metric tons. Despite this deficit, about 40% of fresh tomato is lost to wastage.
This year, tomato don't scarce for not. Like last year, this time around, we offload almost 100 motor. But this year, the highest motor we will get, don't know past 15. So this is the best problem. So the whole tomato for not, they brought like a 30 motor. So the 30 motor don't divide another, like a Batakot, Abba, Onacha. So the Lagos 9 be highest. Now we get the like a 15 or 16 here. We have higher consumers for there. Because as chairman talk, we have buys from Cotonou, Ghana, Togo, all of them they come, Cameroon safe.
Where's your guy?
So,
Where's the guy?
Now?
I'm going to that section.
We move to another section, and it is obvious that the challenges they face at this section are different from the previous ones.
Assalamu alaikum ya gajiya. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ina da muntari. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum lafiya. Ya gajiya sannun ku ne. Assalamu alaikum sannun ku ne. Sannun ku ne.
Dry pepper has a longer lifespan, but the security challenge in some northern states is hitting the business hard.
Challenging dai da muka samu a bangaren harkokinmu na barkono.
Kano, we are from Zaria, all these items. But as a result of insecurity, now we need to have it as soon as possible. As even a result of that, people who are selling these items in Malta market are migrated to other businesses. You see, give an example of this place where they are selling, they used to sell pepper as well. But because of the business incapability, they have to change into selling egusi. Some have been selling tomatoes, some are selling things you cannot even displace there. Maybe they have to sell in the field of the market. These are the main reason why things are like that. And again, why it's also expensive, because at those places we are buying in the north, and those are vendors that used to bring for us. Now people from other countries like Cameroon, like Chad, like Togo and Ghana used to go there themselves to the north and buy and take it to their various countries. So it's like a competition now. We are going there to buy, they are also going there to buy. It's a free market, everybody can purchase. So when you bring it to Lagos, compared to the price you are buying for at the lesser price, when there's nobody there, now they have people from foreign countries that go with money, foreign money, and they buy it there.
At this section, they operate a trading system that allows buyers to use the services of an intermediary whose primary role is to mobilize those who are willing to share a bag of the commodity, as well as ensure that every party involved get a fair share of the product.
This place is the biggest place where we sell tatashe and rodo. It's very essential. People use it. These are the condiments that makes soup in the market. And the Southerners like hot soup. So you can see most people here. This is the place you can buy as much as you like, and at the same time, whatever you can afford to buy. There are a lot of you have people here in this place that if you cannot afford to buy a bag, you can buy half. There are vendors here who call for people that want to buy half, that want to buy quarter. So instead of them to go and buy from the person that want to buy a whole bag, share and sell, they prefer to come to the main stream, which is this place, to buy a bag, maybe 7 of them, the share is lesser. If you can afford to wait, and that's, you see what they want to do now. They displace it, you can see there are about 7 in numbers, a woman will share it for them.
2,000. Their sales agent and their commission is based on the percentage of each transaction. I'm buying pepper, obviously not the full bag, so I approached the woman to foster the transaction.
Okay, so okay.
After paying 2,500 for a quarter of the bag, we waited for some minutes. The sharing only begins when the last interested party comes in. They shared, and I got my portion, enough for a lot of cooking for a month. There's an established system to enhance the growth of individuals at the market. Many have risen through the ranks, and it is evident in their stories.
The market is very free. You see, in this market we are won. All the previous issue or fight that happens in Malta market, it isn't from the market. I can tell you. An average woman will defend this market. I could give you an example. When we had issue with Lagos State, they are trying to move the market. We have, could you believe that we have about 21 lawyers from this market that their parents, sponsor them from primary school to the university level to come and defend the market, free of charge, because their parents are here, they sponsor them from this place, they are doing a lot of activities there. So the market is very free, we don't fight. You can see activities going on. Which responsible person will come to this place and start fighting? Everybody you see here is on his own business. Either you are Alabaru or you come to buy, or Alabakwi. Alabakwi is those people that shares for people in the market. So a lot of people are doing activities, people selling minerals, some are, a lot of things in the market.
So what you're saying is that the Malta market is a very huge, strong community.
See, government even need to put a concentration in the market, because this is a market you can come without a dime and you become someone. Without a dime. You just have to look for somebody who can vouch for you to be an Alabaru. You have to look for somebody who can vouch for you to be Alabakwi. You have to look for somebody who can vouch for you to be a vendor, a tomato seller in the market. You look at, maybe this is the secretary of the market, you come with your brother or sister and say, this is my brother, I want you to assist him. He wants to be sharing tomato, or you want to be doing this in the market. Fine. You put on your address, you put on your whatever you want to put as a guarantor, then you start this business. Before you know, from this Alabaru, if it's a serious-minded person, you start buying a bag and be selling. Before you know, he's bringing truck. A lot of them here. In this market, nobody come with a dime. Most of us come, through vendor like me. I was a vendor in this market. Not even a vendor that people bring tomato from. No, a normal vendor like just this guy who called customer to come and buy. Who sponsor to the school. So many of us here. There are a lot of us that are some in America, some in London, some in many places, and we are still communicating very well in the market. That gives us the privilege to say, okay, look, this market has potential.
I was in this business since 1985.
So
1985.
So did you start here, or you started somewhere else? And
No, I'm from here. Just since 1980. 85.
So you know the Mile 12 market like the back of your hand.
I entered my 12 in 1983. So I started the business in 85. I just did do something like carrying a rubber or something like that before pick up. Join the business.
So this is the interesting part, and the chairman also spoke about this earlier, that there's a room for growth in the market, that people can start off just even helping others to pack things, then grow to the point of even selling their own thing.
Yes, because
why do you think this is possible?
My 12 is a very, very nice place, because if you come here without nothing, you go with something. Unless if you are not willing to do. If you are not willing, if you are just be another thing, you are just something else. Maybe you be a mortar. If you just displace yourself. But if you really need what you mean, you must go out with something. My 12 is a better something place to start with, because when I was here, I'm come with nothing. But I did here, establish myself, I'm married, and do a lot of things, build a house. To start with, even though the children that I bring, they have already established themselves, I'm married.
And you are still in your business.
This business. So whatever you need for my 12, you will get it at any time. So because of that, we feel the impact of the, but we didn't feel it, because God is alive and supply us. Are you understand? Without my 12, I hope, even though to chop will be very hard for labor.
So how do you get your product? How do you get the egusi? Where did they bring them from?
I'm from there. They go Nassau State, Yobe State, Bauchi, to bring the egusi. We build this for logs and bring it and come off-road it here.
So is there like a season for it, or it's all year round?
Well, egusi have season, but not as such. You can get it at any time, but the normal season is from June to July and August. That's the normal season.
So can you talk to us about Mile 12 as a community? By community, I mean this place, houses, or because there's a whole lot of people with different tribes and all of that. Everyone living and working together.
Accommodate every people. People who can come, be a Ghana, you don't know anywhere where you come from. We must accommodate you and to know whom you are. And when you started with the people, moving with the people, they can't know who is who. No, there's nothing extended brothers. We are moving as one and going. When we enter Nigeria, we don't know this is Hausa, this is Yoruba. We go like that.
Tí wọ́n bá débẹ̀ tó bá mọ iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa tó mọ tó bá wá, wàá yó, wàá jàjẹsẹ́kù. Inú ẹ̀ náà làwa yìí náà ti dé èèyàn. Inú ẹ̀ náà làwọn ìyá wa náà ti dé èèyàn. Inú ẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ tiwa náà ti dé èèyàn. Gbogbo nǹkan mèremère là ń ṣe. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ wá nú Mile 12 tí ẹ rí tó ti jẹ́ ọjà oúnjẹ.
The Nigerian food and grocery retail market had a total revenue of $45.7 billion in 2020. Representing a compound annual growth rate of 5.8% between 2016 and 2020. The food segment was the market's most lucrative in 2020, with total revenues of $35.1 billion, equivalent to 76.9% of the market's overall value. The value of the Nigerian food and grocery market grew by 0.4% in 2020 as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, with increased demand driven by precautionary buying and a spending shift from food service channels. At the fruits and vegetable section, there's a likelihood that a buyer will be introduced to an item they are seeing or learning about for the first time.
This marrow, local marrow. We have funny marrow and local marrow. This is local marrow.
This is white marrow.
White marrow.
This is grey one. So what do you
It's the same thing.
But its color is different.
This green marrow. This is what we call turmeric. Turmeric.
So that turmeric, what is it used for? I know
It's medicinal.
Okay.
You can use it to, you can blend it and use it to clean your face.
Okay.
This is the ginger.
Okay, yeah, at least you know ginger. So what about
This
this?
is garlic.
Okay, garlic. So what about these black grains?
Okay, yere. We call this one lady's finger. It's okra, but it's quite different than our own. Lady's finger is for Indian people and Chinese people. Okay. This is local cucumber. Why this one is Chinese cucumber? White people, they like this one because it doesn't have seed. This one has seed. But yeah, black people prefer this one because very sweet, just like sweets. Let me just give you. Then we have 3 types of green chili. This one is the biggest one. There's another one, very tiny. Can you follow me so that I will show you all this? This one is lemon. We have 3 types of lemon. It's one of the parts. So remain 2 types.
Chimamanda does commercial cooking. She comes to the market twice in a week to get the best price for food items.
I come to the market 2 times in a week, and I come for cabbage, potato, carrots, cucumber, then pepper, ginger and all that for my business. It's cheaper here. It's cheaper, though the stress is much coming from my side, but it's cheaper here. As a businesswoman, you try to get it cheaper, so you make your gain. Like coming to my top, let's assume potato, you get it at the rate of 13 to 15,000 naira. But buying from my side, I get it at the rate of 20,000, 22,000. And from the transport from here to my side is like 700. Then I call my keke to come and carry it to my working place. It's very, very cheap. I still get it at a cheaper rate. It's fresh. You buy everything fresh. Like you see what you buy. It's not like they put in the bag. No, you open it, ask them to open it, they open it. Like their customer care is very, very okay. Aside this, I come to buy little things, maybe tomato for my cooking and all that. Buy it in bulk, grind it, put it inside fridge and below just using it small.
You know, the other concern about other markets or any market anyway is that when a woman comes to the market, there's this kind of either harassment or extortion. What can you say about that?
I've not had an encounter like that before. I've not had, let me not paint words, I've not had an encounter. Everything is okay. If I come to the market, I do my shopping, I go. My money is intact, everything is intact. I've not had any encounter like that. And there was a time one of my customers said, in case if I get any harassment from anybody, I can report to the security personnel, but I've not had.
This one is from Kwara State. This one is from Abuja.
So, okay, the green is from...
Yeah, the green is from Kwara State.
Okay, then
but the white comes from Zaria, it's come from Abuja as well.
So what about the cost?
So it depends on which one you want to buy.
Okay.
Yes, this one is more expensive, as I told you. 7,000 per bag. Well, this one is 5,000 naira. 5,000, 4,000.
That's our show for today, everyone. If you miss any part of it, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. You can also follow the conversation on our social media platforms displayed on the screen. Thank you very much for watching. I am Darido. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.